True.
Finally.
I'm just gonna wait until people say, "Oh my god, the gaming." No way.
Oh my god, the gaming.
Okay,
We have
okay.
audio.
We have audio,
Yeah.
thank god.
Alright.
Go.
Welcome to Crash Twinsanity. This is the greatest game ever, I think.
It's pretty good.
And I
I
have
haven't played it, but it's pretty good.
yeah, I have the greatest couch ever. They've played the game. I forgot to ping my Discord. Hold on.
Unlock.
There we go. Oh, did you guys hear the Discord ping through Sora's audio?
I got thing red.
Alright.
I got pinged.
Anyways,
That's crazy.
yeah, welcome to Twins. Full disclosure, this game is really fucking hard, so don't mind me figuring out where my memory card is so I can actually save the game. Yeah, this is Twinsanity. You either like this game or you absolutely hate this game. There's no in between, so hopefully that's the right memory card. Surely, right?
Surely.
Oh, huge. Alright, cool. Yeah, we're gonna sit through this loading screen and then I'll just count out time, I guess. Wow, that's crazy. Alright,
Wow.
let's get going in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Let's go, bro.
Alright, that's Coco.
Yeah.
She looks
totally.
hot in this game.
That's very true.
True.
So we have the first obstacle here, Jungle Bungle. This game is really hard, and Jungle Bungle is a great way to explain how hard this game is.
Yeah, just watch.
Yeah, just watch and learn, you know. I can't believe that worked. Okay.
Oh, that actually went better than I
Ooh.
expected. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, I practiced that, and I was doing that for like 3 whole minutes, and I didn't get it. Huge. Alright, cool.
So good.
Huge.
Oh. Alright, yeah. This game is really fucking hard. That we're just sitting through this tutorial here, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, that's fine. Apparently Badass Knight has never heard my voice before. Well, hello.
That's kind of wild.
Huge.
How, bro?
I don't know.
Who's that, Benny? That's what I'm asking.
Alright, that went well.
That's pretty good, actually.
Chaos Emerald.
Alright, I'm gonna... That's true, actually. I'm gonna collect lives because I'm really scared of game overing in the end game. That's cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess the only thing I'm really gonna explain is the movement tech because it looks so subtle. Whenever you slide jump, it like gets stored in your next jump, so your next jump, if you run off a ledge, it just goes way further than it's supposed to. That's about the only movement tech, I think.
You think?
Yeah. That's the only notable one. I'm doing this. Oh god, the camera's weird now. It's gonna be weird. Huge, okay. Oh, I'm stuck. Am I stuck? I've never been stuck here before. Hold on. Huge. Alright, I'm
There you
out.
go.
Huge save.
I was meant to get like a safety checkpoint there, but I guess I got stuck and now I'm winging this. There's a boss fight like in front of us. That's the arena, but if we do this, this is a really terrible attempt. Hopefully this works. If I did this right, then we should be able to skip this level, and I did it wrong. Okay, cool.
Unluck.
Unluck.
The only part I remember about the game, this boss fight.
Yeah.
And we're skipping it. What is the point?
Yeah, and we're using a backup file already. Alright, cool. The run is illegal. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
This game is very unfinished, by the way. That's one thing to note. And because it's so unfinished, there is an invisible hoverboard that I used to completely skip the boss fight, and it's really hard to control. And there's like a really tiny trigger I have to hit to properly get in this level. So that's cool. I did that.
And failed it. So now we're doing this instead.
Exactly. This is exactly what would have happened if I got it right, so, you know,
Yeah, that's true.
no big deal. Just pretend I
should-
got it, you know?
I should finish the game, Ammo.
That
Yeah,
is...
they should.
Yeah, the thing with this game is that it's way more unfinished than you think. There's meant to be, like, over twice as much content as there actually is in this game. Like, the unlockables for this game are concept art for things that should have been in this game. And there's a lot of concept art. But yeah, this is Cavern Catastrophe. This level sucks. This is like the only bad level in the game, I think. You just sort of do this.
You're just going around.
Yeah. There is a really funny animation that you might see if I have to wait for a cycle here. Surely we get it? Nope.
Unlucky.
Nope, not quite. Alright.
No, I wanted to see funny animation.
There will be more chances for funny animation, don't worry.
Okay,
Thank God.
my life is saved.
Alright, come on. Funny animation, surely. Surely, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, well, we're waiting for it again, I guess.
No.
There we go.
There we go. Thank God.
Anyways.
That is peak. That is peak, bro.
Peak animation.
It is true.
Now we have to hit these crystals, because for some reason that does that, I guess. Lore. Ah! Okay.
Well,
No, don't worry about it. Where am I? Oh, I'm here.
this
I'm
sure
worrying
is not
about
a
it.
video game. That is true.
Alright, we get to see the animation again, surely.
Surely.
Nope,
No.
unfortunate. But yeah, this game, one of the idle animations for this game is Cortex spanking Crash. Isn't that awesome? Wholesome game. I'm amazed that worked, okay. But yeah. Next up is this section, which sucks, I'm not gonna lie. There's this, like, long cutscene. This is a power crystal. None of these are required to beat the game at all. They're literally just for story. But they're a good indicator of saying when a level is and isn't, I guess, because this is all levels. Any percent is very funny because it's like 11 minutes long. That's awesome. And then this section really sucks because of these ants that are trying to kill us. By the way, that's like the point of the game. For some reason, ants are trying to kill us.
Oh.
Okay, we survived. That's the important part.
No more ants.
Yeah, there will be no more ants. There will not be a level in the game literally called Ant Agony, so...
Well, until then, there won't be any ants. Maybe.
Or you'll go crystal crazy. Peak game. I'm actually going to do a safety here and get these 2 lives here because awesome.
Awesome.
So this is the other mechanic of this game. You get to carry Cortex and abuse the fuck out of him. Hello. Okay, whatever. I survived.
Trust me, we're pals, right?
God, he looks so beautiful.
The animations go crazy.
That's definitely not what you're supposed to do. Does he get spanked at all? There are much worse forms of torture in this game for Cortex. I'm gonna hit the checkpoint and die just so I respawn with him properly. Because if you respawn incorrectly with Cortex, the game will crash, so, you know, that's awesome.
Crash game crashing? No way.
This game, alongside being really fucking hard, also has a lot of chances to crash and softlock, like, everywhere, if you don't know what you're doing properly.
That's nice.
Yeah, and, like, dying in this game, like that, dying in this game, doesn't, like, reset any cutscenes that you watch, so you have to keep watching them every time you die. It's pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
But, you know, hopefully we're not gonna see any of them. or, you know, see any of them too much. Alright, so slide jumping, or long jumping even. I did a slide jump there and now I can cross this gap because that makes complete sense, I guess. Gonna die so I can restart, or respawn with Cortex. And then we climb up here because we're almost at the end of the really uninteresting level. I can't believe I managed to waffle my way through this. You just play this casually. There are like really cool skips you can do, but they're very, very hard and like a last ditch effort thing. Get that one up. Oh yeah, this is a funny thing. If I do this and then I like spin into this, I can just control Crash, and he's just going in a T-pose. Okay, that's awesome. Oh, that's not making it, unfortunate. But yeah, that is one gap that you have to do a long jump for to cross. So yeah, you long jump by running off the edge and like jumping, I guess. I don't know. There we go.
Wow.
Thankfully it doesn't matter too much what we do here because I'm on the PS2 and we have to wait for this to spawn. There we go. Because if we go in too early then the game will cause us to trip, because that's the game's way of telling you, hey, you entered this too early, we're not done loading yet. That's awesome. So if you see me pause randomly, that's exactly why. I'm trying to prevent that trip from happening. So now we are going on to the next level. It's a lot more exciting than this one, don't worry. For the previous one, even.
This song that I love.
Dude, the soundtrack in this game is pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's good. Coming up is Flight of the Bumblebee in a cappella. So that's exciting.
Huge.
Listen out for that. I'm gonna take this. I should probably resave the game actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Stand by.
Saving data.
Huge. Alright, cool.
Save successful. Huge.
Autosave enabled. Now we go out of bounds here, because that's cool.
Nice
Wow.
wall. Wow.
I love staring walls.
So like below us is the cutscene that starts the next part of this, but we don't want to play that next part at all because it's really slow. Instead, we're gonna long jump here, and now we can continue with this sequence. Basically, Cortex gets chased by killer bees, and you have to like get the shit out of his way while, you know, the honeypot is in his head or whatever, I don't know. But by just jumping around, you do the
You don't need
you
to do
skip
that.
Yeah. And here's Flight of the Bumblebee. That's cool.
Banger.
True. And then I have to do this correctly. If I do this incorrectly, then it will actually restart the like bee chase, because it's like a checkpoint or something that you touch. But thankfully we aren't seeing that here, because I'm somewhat okay at this game apparently.
You're better than most people, I think.
Yeah, I'm better than like 8 billion people in the world.
You're better than me.
I died, never mind.
Never mind.
I have to do all that again now. That's insane.
Yes.
Yeah, huge. But yeah, the reason why that is the music is because Cortex gets chased by killer bees, so it's very funny.
It is very funny.
Okay. Camera.
Wall. Yes.
I fell.
No.
I fell off. Hold on.
Slysonic fell off.
Where am I?
Crazy.
There I am. Why did I fall down again? Hold on. It's just beatbox. Yes, this entire soundtrack is a cappella. And it's genuinely an amazing soundtrack.
What's up, guy beatboxing?
This is an
It's actually
amazing
multiple
soundtrack.
people.
exactly. Multiple guys.
It's us three.
That's true. This is what Finruns is like. You guys should come to Finruns.
This is true.
True,
Come to
true, true,
Finruns.
true, 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 true.
You might not see this Crash game, but you'll see other Crash games there, for sure. Da 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 da. You know?
Yes, exactly.
I know.
He's a knower.
I am.
Alright, let me not fuck this up. Okay, I didn't fuck it up both times I did it. Let's go.
The peak song again. Let's go.
Huge.
Huge. This is what happens when you let British people develop video games.
Fuck. That's true.
This is true.
I hate British people. Hold on, stand by. I appear to be stuckage. I appear to be stuck. Can't say I've ever been stuck there before.
That's never happened before.
Funny, please laugh. Please
If I
laugh.
said the line, please laugh.
Thank you for laughing.
I'm laughing.
Thank you, Zora.
Yeah,
That
this
was very
game.
funny.
Why did I do that? Alright, let me actually lock in.
Died.
Let's lock in. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I lock in.
What to talk about?
Remember to like and subscribe.
This is true.
Don't subscribe, please don't.
What? Why
Don't
not?
be so bad, aha. Don't do that.
True, 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 true.
I hope you like this section of the game, because I'm apparently doing it a lot now.
I absolutely love this section.
This is a pretty good section. This is why this should be put in Shadow Gems, maybe.
That is actually true. We should get Zans to learn any percent for this game during his Shadow Gems run.
This is true. Mid-run learning.
Yeah, any percent is actually really fucking difficult, but yeah. I'm sure he can do it.
Surely.
Alright, this time I will not fall off.
Surely.
Way, I did it. I'm so good.
Let's
Yay,
go.
good job.
Alright, now we get onto the actually hard part of this split. I want that, thank you. I'm gonna be collecting a fuck ton of lives, and trust me, I will need them. Alright, so this part, oh yeah, right, autosave.
Auto-saving data.
This part, I'm doing a harder strat here than... Oh, I got it first try, never mind, disregard.
Oh, nice.
This strat is... That strat is harder than the fastest strat here, but if you do the fastest strat and die within, like, 2 levels, you just crash the game, so... That's cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have to wait for this guy at the far end to do his thing. This is meant to be like a... I actually fell through that gap, that's awesome. Oh great, I have to do this again. This is meant to be like a stealth mission, like you're only meant to go when the villagers put their binocucom? Yeah. Fucking Sly One. Sly One reference. Okay, great. Yeah, you're supposed to go when they get their binoculars up, or down even, and then, yeah. Cool, I did that again. If that happened, and I did the other strat, the game would have crashed immediately, like, and I would have to reset the console, so good thing I didn't go for that strat, even though it's miles easier. Okay, I survived this time. By the way, we're out of bounds. Isn't that cool?
That is really cool.
I love when he's out of bounds.
We should go out of bounds more.
That's true.
Abstinence.
True.
I'm the goat. Hold on.
I'm holding.
Optimal, I swear. Can you go out of bounds? No. You can't. It's like two-sided collision. If you clip out, you have to clip back in this game.
This
Thank
song
you.
is crazy.
Oh yeah, this is the waltz but acapella.
This is peak.
More out of bounds. Yippee. Alright, so now we have to clip back in bounds, and to do that, I'm gonna go here, and we belly flop in, and then boom, it just takes us back in bounds, because that's cool.
Wow.
And now this is like the actual, like, one of the few Crash Bandicoot chase sections of the game, where, you know, you're running
crazy.
towards the camera and stuff. So, you know, just remember where to go, forehead. And don't die, that's also important.
Oh my god, it's Crash Bandicoot.
It's true.
It's true.
Oh yeah, also if you have played a Crash Bandicoot game, you would know that you can actually... Oh, nice super slide, that was awesome. You can actually, like, tank through nitros if you just use a mask, but in this game you cannot do that. You will die instantly even if you have third mask.
That's crazy.
Wow, look at that, I got like 9 lives from that cave, isn't that awesome?
That is pretty awesome.
And now we get to skip one of the best cutscenes in the game, unfortunately. But there will be better cutscenes. And now we go here and we get into another boss fight, but instead of doing that, I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay, there we go. Boss is done. That's him.
Nice.
That's him right there. Isn't he cool?
Goodbye, boss.
Goodbye,
That guy's the
boss.
goat.
If you touch him, you actually take damage, even if he's in that state.
What?
Because this game is awesome.
That's funny.
I have to be careful not to touch these guys, okay. And here we go, next split. Woohoo. Alright, this is the best strat in the game. Alright, cool. That was it.
That was so cool.
Yeah, if you pause the game, that loads like 5 seconds faster, and I don't know why.
Before you rise a cathedral
This music,
of
this soundtrack
diabolical
is
things.
incredible. It's genuinely one of the best soundtracks out there, and it's entirely a cappella.
Goodness in the world. Of course, only I have the key. Observe.
And then there's this cutscene, I guess.
This is a very well-made game.
Follow me.
No, this
Rate
is
the
PS2
rate the
version.
cutscene.
Another way.
It's a
Fly,
good,
rate the cutscene.
pretty good. It's up there, but far from the best. We are gonna see some absolutely great cutscenes.
I cannot wait.
So now this is Ice Climb. This is the hardest split in the game. So I'm actually gonna have to somewhat focus while also answering what juice is my favorite. Pressed apple. Pressed apple juice is goated.
That is fair.
Regular apple juice is okay, but like pressed apple juice, it's peak. Also, I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm gonna skip like a massive section of the thing by doing this.
Apple juice or
Oh, this is cool.
And
Cool
we
is
get
better
to
though.
skip another.
that is not juice, bro.
It is technically juice.
True.
It just,
Mango juice is alright. I really love apple and mango juice. Like
I don't
that's
think I've ever tasted mango juice.
neither have I.
What about-
what a recent Paradise Punch Calypso?
that shit is horrible. I actually tried it. I actually finally managed to try it after like 2 years of looking for a bottle. I tried it and it sucks. Also, this is one of the harder parts of the split.
Like, was it menging?
It was absolutely minging, trust me.
So good.
And then I like... Then maybe that works? Yeah, okay, cool. If that didn't work, the world would have just deloaded there, because that's awesome.
Awesome.
Alright, now I have to do this kind of hard jump here. I got it, cool. If that was too short, I would have hit the death plane, and if I was too far, I would have hit another death plane.
This skipping is just so fucking mean. It's true.
It's true, this split is really minging. This is... When I tried to first learn the game, this was the split that made me quit, because it's actually insanely difficult. Like, I'm kind of amazed I'm doing this while talking about fucking juice. Hold on. But it's okay, we're not at the hardest part quite yet. Okay, so we jump up here. This is where Cortex runs to hit his switches or whatever, with the big giant ends spinning around. Big giant ends is very important. Remember that for like 30 seconds in the future.
Juice is a power-up, it's true.
This is true.
It's true. And then we... Okay, well, Cortex died. Whoops. Oops.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, by the way, if we smash this ice, a boss spawns, and we have to beat the boss, but if you throw Cortex correctly and then spin into him in time, then you can clip through and skip the boss. I don't actually have a backup if I do hit the boss trigger, so that's scary. Come on, Cortex. Come on, Cortex. I think this is a me issue. There we go. Oh no, he's gonna do the thing again. Oops. Luckily, if Cortex dies, that doesn't actually take our lives away, so that's good. Alright.
I think the wall kills him. Maybe.
I have no idea what kills him. It's just that Cortex doesn't clip through properly. There we go. And
There's
then...
screaming in my ear.
Oh, there's gonna be a couple more screams.
What the fuck is minging?
Alright. Okay.
Oh, not good does not know. A compliment, it's true.
So
Yeah.
quiet without the music.
Yeah. It's okay. After this skip, the music will come back, but this is also like the hardest part of the run. Oi! Okay.
What is going on?
Okay, we got it. Thank God.
Oh, good.
Right, music. Yay.
Music!
Yes!
I love music.
Yeah, no, you could. The letter N just has collision, and you have to make sure it's tilted in the right way to do that skip.
That's the goated letter.
That saves like 2 minutes, by the way. Holy shit.
God damn.
There's also a skip here that saves like an extra 50 seconds, but it's genuinely the hardest skip in the game, so I'm not doing it. So instead we're doing the slow alternative, which is also kind of finicky and hard. But yeah.
There is no winning in this game.
I'm glad I got Uka skip though, holy shit, that was goated. I'm goated. It skips some good cutscenes though, so yeah.
No,
That's the real L. And then
my
there's
cinematics.
yeah, the N stands for Nico Yazawa, that's true, actually.
That is true.
So we have to get in here to get Cortex, and we're supposed to do a big ant fight there, but instead of doing that, I'm just gonna... Alright, first try, cool. He hit the checkpoint by me throwing him, and that's really...
That's crazy.
That's awesome. That's really finicky to get first try, so thank God I got that first try. And now we ride the elevator. So, normally, with the big skip I just mentioned, you go from that, like, entrance over there, and you, like, jump along this, like, pixel-wide, like, ledge, and then you go out of bounds here, and then you climb on top of this. I'm not doing that. Thanks.
Yeah, that sounds pretty hard.
Yeah. I want the check. I actually didn't want that checkpoint, actually. I didn't know you could skip it. I have to be very careful not to die, because if I die, the game will crash. So I'm gonna take this very carefully. Give me that, thank you. Alright, and now we get to experience cinema.
Cinema.
There!
Cinema.
See, I tell you, our salvation floats upon the briny blue. We must reach Engine's battleship and quickly before it sets sail. But how? Think, Cortex, think!
What is bro thinking?
Absolute cinema cutscene.
It's true.
Best cutscene ever. Actually, that's a lie. There's actually a better cutscene during this segment. By the way, Cortex is now a snowboard. And we break his nuts while we do that. Also, if I do this right, then I didn't do it right, but there's a glitch you can do where you can just spam back and forth and Cortex will just keep screaming and it keeps echoing and it's very funny. Yeah, that's a small teaser of that. And yeah, this soundtrack is it's contender for one of the best soundtracks in the game. So hopefully, the strat here is do not die. Thanks. Thanks. Okay, cool. I failed the strat, guys.
Unlucky.
Yeah, we grind on Cortex's walls. And there's this. There's one more of those, like, you know, we go through building scenes in this level, and it's actually the best cutscene ever. Also, Cortex is nuts.
Goodbye, nuts.
Goodbye, nuts. I actually lied. The other strat I'm doing here is holding the circle button because that makes you go really fast, but you're really uncontrollable. Otherwise, that's about it. Yeah, I died there. That's cool.
No.
No.
I died both times the soundtrack was about to get into like the massive drop, and the soundtrack actually sounds cool. So, I guess it's up to you to Google the soundtrack for Slip Slide Ice Capades now. Okay, let me take this slow. There we go. Cool. And then there's this cutscene.
Coming through! Ladies? Excuse me, madam. Are those real? Mother?
What?
Mother?
Mother? Are those real?
Yeah.
Maybe.
This game is cinema.
Are those real, mother?
Okay, I have to be careful not to die here because I lost my mask there. Can I get that life? No, I can't.
No.
Denied.
No life.
No life.
Isn't that like
Only
an anime?
straightforward.
Oh, there's the drop, by the way. That's cool.
Thank God.
There's that as well. And now we just gotta get to the end. Okay, huge. We made it. I split.
God.
I split early. Who cares?
The goat. Right here.
Comic Lost World.
That's Dingo.
That is true.
I've never
Where are the
been
rings?
so humiliated. No amount of treasure could ever begin to compensate.
Treasure, eh? Bonza.
Yeah, I don't know what he said either.
He said something.
Bars, I think.
Bars.
Alright, now we're getting into probably the least interesting section of gameplay, but don't worry. The first level here is actually kind of neat, so hopefully I don't fuck it up because I haven't practiced this at all, I'm gonna be real. Also, soundtrack here is kind of goated.
Where does Cortex his balls are? That's a great ass question.
Alright, I'm gonna go left here and then I'm gonna go back around, and that saves like 10 seconds if I do that.
What?
Alright, cool, got the cutscene skip, epic.
Fuck with this song.
Never mind, I died. Goodbye, Crash.
Let's do it
Goodbye.
again, bro. Or not.
Now we
okay,
get to watch the cutscene. Yeah, that's literally just the cutscene we skipped.
Wow. What a great cutscene. There's some room.
True. This is a Sonic game, I think.
This is the best Sonic game.
True. Sonic Forces has nothing on this. It's another Chaos Emerald, huge.
Huge.
Can I make this? Yeah, I can. I don't know why I questioned if I can make that or not. If you're good enough, you actually make like a god tier cycle here, but I died a lot and I am not good enough anyways. I missed that. That's awesome.
When did you fight Giganto?
That's
Oh,
what I'm
soon,
asking.
surely.
That is what I'm asking.
Coming right up, don't worry about it. Now we go up here. I need to store a long jump here to make this. High Seas is a neat level, but what comes immediately after kind of sucks, so... Enjoy this epic movement while it lasts.
I enjoy him.
Alright, so now, take note of that, I just hit a checkpoint. I'm gonna go up this elevator, and I'm gonna hit another checkpoint up here. That's cool. I don't know why they put two checkpoints that close to each other, but... Yeah. Now we get this part of the game.
Is this Giganto?
Yes.
Thank God.
It's time to face your fear. So you just have to wait for him to throw his TNT down and then take out all these posts.
Wow.
You can actually break all of the posts in 1 or 2 TNTs, but if you do that, the game will just soft lock and continue endlessly. So
Oh,
don't
that's
do that.
awesome.
At least the soundtrack's okay. It's very funny because we have this section, and then we have one of the hardest, scariest sections of the entire game, and then we have a boss that's equally as exciting as this one. It's a great sequence to have in the middle of the run. All levels goated. Best category ever.
Really.
Okay. One more here.
Silo pin, what the fuck?
Does that work?
Laser skip.
Okay, cool. That works.
Laser skip.
Oh, that
Thank
was,
God.
that's the wrong button. Alright, now for the scariest section of the run. Here we go. This is, I think his name is Rusty Wars or something. I just call him John.
John.
This is, if you've ever played this game, this is like actually the hardest section of the game, and it's no different in the run. Because there's just this absolute hell of inferno here. You just have to memorize it, and I have not memorized it, so... You know, surely I will not die.
Really.
And yeah, this is an absolute banger as well. This game has banger soundtrack. I will not die. Okay, we hit the checkpoint. That's a good sign at least. Oh, okay. I didn't die.
Oh, scary.
I died.
Unlucky.
Goodbye,
Unlucky.
Crash.
Goodbye, Crash Bandicoot. You have to, this is like an insane memory game you have to remember, and I'm just not bothered to remember it. But yeah, if you were good at this game, you'd be like slide jumping all over the place, you know? Real speedrun like.
And the speeds to be running.
Okay. Apparently that hit me.
Okay.
Oops.
Booga booga.
Ooga booga.
See, this is why you picked up the lives.
Exactly. This is why we get so many lives. But yeah, this motherfucker's scary. He's just fucking chasing you down.
I would see nightmares of this guy.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you game over in this section, you get sent all the way to the beginning of High Seas and you have to do the ship section again and the engine boss fight again.
Oh,
So-
that's awesome.
Don't game over if you're playing this game. Okay, now we're good. The wall stopped him.
Thank
And
God.
during all that time, Engine, when we beat him up there, he's just been kind of chilling up here. And then he's gonna, yeah.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Goodbye, Crash.
Goodbye.
And now for some reason this boss fight. I don't know who invited these guys here, but
Tell us
yeah.
where the treasure is, and we'll let you go. Silence. Looks like we'll have to wring it out of him. Embryo,
This does have
changed.
this has probably the funniest thing in this entire game. Have I mentioned that this game is unfinished at all?
Yes.
In
many
this run.
times.
Alright, well, if you want to know how incredibly unfinished the game is, we have this, like, I don't know, Brio section here. When he's done, Entropy is gonna fall from the sky, and when he falls, he's gonna fall in a T-pose. So keep an eye out, he's gonna drop. In a
Wow.
Incredible game.
Incredible.
That is peak game design.
So this is Wyvern, right?
Yeah. It's a lot of waiting, so yes, it is Wyvern.
It is literally Wyvern.
One other thing in this boss fight that's mildly interesting. If you spin and jump like I've been doing, the platforms are normally supposed to sync, and you're supposed to, you know, jump to different platforms. Ah, scary. Wait, T-pose. That was a good one. Epic. But if you just do this, the platforms never sync. So
That's so cool.
I do want to be careful not to get hit by Entropy here.
And the carpet is in the house.
House.
That's true.
Yeah, 'cause
I am
you're
in the house.
like carpet.
Does Wyvern have a house?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, one more T-pose. This one's quick. Huge. I'm not doing anything special. That's in every single version of the game. Wow, look at this fight. I'm so engaged with this fight.
Wow.
He's dead. Huge.
Oh, he's in the ground. No. Oh, okay. Wow.
And yeah, we're just back here like nothing ever happened. I don't know what the hell the camera just did there. Don't worry about it. This game's flawless.
I'm worrying about it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, you can worry if you want.
I'm worrying.
In that case, I will be worrying too then.
Huge. Hey, this is a absolute cinema cutscene here. Incoming.
Cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Need to pause the game so that the lab loads a bit quicker. Huge.
Great video game.
Alright, here we go.
You monster! Let my brother go!
My crystals!
Cinema. Absolute incredible.
So good.
This game is incredible, truly.
Perky here. Must
This
be
is the best
repaired,
video game.
and only
He
one
gets kicked in the
person can
nuts
help.
and he drops his crystals and then he says, "My crystals." Isn't that like absolute comedy?
Obviously, I've made a few modifications.
It's
Yes.
peak.
And yeah, we have a picture of our niece here. We have a picture of our airship here, and we have a picture of our old school here, because that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
Come along.
Cortex is stuck in the computer. Now he's gone. If I touch Coco there, I actually take damage because yeah,
Oh, cool.
I don't know why, but that's actually used as a strat in Xbox, I think, to just get out here way quicker with the death abuse. Yeah, now we just gotta. Oi! Okay.
No.
Oops. Oh, yeah, confusingly the camera spawns you backwards, so don't get confused by that if you're playing this game. Source, I did that in my casual playthrough and I was very confused. Whoa, okay.
No!
Right, surely I will not fail basic platforming again.
Surely. If you do, you can just give the controller to me.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Okay, give it Ray.
Alright,
Okay, I'm gonna lock in, surely.
alright, come on, Ray. You got this, you can do basic platforming.
I think so.
Damn, Ray, you're doing amazing right now.
Look, this is why Ray needs to play the game.
This is true, I should play the game.
True. Alright, now we get into the airship. Pro tip, if you're ever running this game, do not mash the X button here to skip the cutscene. You gotta let the
Good
cutscene
idea.
play.
I would mash.
Let the cutscene
You
play.
would smash. Smash?
There you go.
Smash! Ooh, bro.
Smash Bros.
If you mash X, you will either crash the game, softlock the game, or you will spawn here without the gun, and you can't defeat the ants without the gun.
What?
So don't do that. Huge.
That X is a good button.
Alright, now we're in Hub 3. This is the Academy of Evil.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, pretty much.
True.
Many secrets this institution holds.
And he's gonna do the funny gravity doesn't affect him until he looks down. Cool.
Very cool.
And now we're into my least favorite level, which is Boiler Room Doom. If I do it right, then it's actually pretty damn cool, but if I do it wrong, then it's miserable and it sucks, so,
Rats.
you know, we'll see what happens here.
Rodent.
Rodents. There's an epic fart joke cutscene here, but we're gonna skip that entirely by not putting Cortex in the tube.
I'm glad.
Okay, I didn't get the snipe, but I'm going to try and do this. Okay, first try. Holy shit. If you throw a Cortex in that path, then normally what you're supposed to do is like push him in like a giant pipe or whatever and, you know, solve this puzzle. But if you just have Cortex touch like the pipes that he's supposed to touch, then it will pretty much, it will just, you know, skip out the need to do that, I guess. Okay, we survived, that's fine. I did the same thing there, but this time I just used Crash to touch the trigger.
W. Wait, no, it's an N.
Yeah, exactly, it's an M. If there's a letter in this game, just assume it's an N. Oops, I died.
Okay.
Okay, Crash's invisible, that's awesome. Oops, I died
That's
again.
awesome. This game is awesome.
This game is peak. I'm gonna pause here. Cool. Because for some reason, if you get into this area too fast, you will trip. And that's just lame and not fun. Even if you go there casually like that, you will trip up. It's very funny.
That is pretty funny.
Go
Another
here.
end. Huge.
Huge.
Another W.
But yeah, this is all supposed to be like big puzzles you solve with Cortex and stuff, and you like throw them into pipes and stuff, but nah. Nah, man. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck?
Something.
Okay, cool, the game crashed.
Yes.
Huge. Love
Awesome.
it. Love when the game does that. Look, PlayStation 2.
Yes.
PlayStation 2 menu. Let's
GG.
go.
Good job, Sly.
GG Sly.
GG. Hold.
Slybonic.
Are you holding? Hold on.
I'm holding.
Hold your horse.
Holding.
Huge crash insanity moment.
Yes.
Yeah, so this game can crash. Did I mention that this game is unfinished and bad?
No, I don't think you have.
Yeah. I might have mentioned it, I don't know.
I don't think game is bad.
Yeah, that was a me issue. Sorry, guys. I will do better next time.
Next time being now.
GG's, guys, runs over. Alright, next run. Zora, hop on Frontiers.
Yes.
Yes.
Finally, bro.
There we go. Boiler Room, Doom. How finished this
So
game
successful.
isn't? Yeah, this game isn't finished. But that's what makes it beautiful, you know? It's just completely broken and unfinished.
This is true.
I love finished games.
I love finished games.
I love the finish. Alright, we got the snipe first try, so surely we
It's
get it
fine,
again.
Cornix.
Oh, shit. Okay. Surely we get this first try again, right? That would be cool.
Really.
Damn, I missed it.
Unlucky.
But yeah, I'm just trying to get that cogwheel to spin in the distance. I'm surprised that didn't work. But yeah, when that starts spinning, I can actually cross over. That's cool. There we go. Okay, cool.
Cogwheel, let's go.
I love when the game does that. Yeah, Boiler Room is like my least favorite level in the game, and the fact that I crashed there, it's like bitter irony, so... wholesome, I guess.
Fine.
I missed that, that's alright. At least now we get to do the easy alternative, just throw Cortex there and he should hit it, but he missed it, so he sucks. There we go.
There we go.
Wow, platforming.
Why do the platforms sound like the baby from Little Company?
It does not sound like that, dude.
I've never
It does
played
not
it.
sound like that.
Never played
you
the
really
game,
think
Rose,
about it.
sorry. I'm not gonna
Maybe
think
a
about
little.
it, sorry.
The baby.
The baby?
Yeah. The baby.
Alright, Cortex, hello.
Let's go.
I forgot the baby existed, I'm not gonna lie.
It's true.
I can't believe that worked. Cool.
It just stayed this finished.
Yeah, this game is too finished.
This one is too finished.
I'm too finished.
It's true. Oh,
That is true.
there was a bat there. I just completely didn't see him. I sniped that bat. Holy shit! What? Dude, I'm such a fucking sniper. Holy shit! All right, now I'm gonna do
crazy.
something epic. I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna go back here, and then I'm gonna throw Cortex. Then I'm gonna go back here. Then I'm gonna go back here. and I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna do that, and now that he's doing that, I'm gonna go back here. And if I did that right, I'm gonna go up here, and then I go up here, and I did it. All that just so
Huge.
Cortex can be up here.
Wow.
Oh, I almost died.
And
Cool.
all of that for you to fall down.
Yeah, luckily Cortex just stays up there now, so... Sad. Alright. Apparently this skip is hard, but I don't find it to be that hard at all. I died, never mind.
What do we got?
So we have to do this complicated sequence of events again. Okay, should be good. There he is.
There's the goat.
The goat.
A goat.
Oh yeah, one important thing with this game is if you want to run it, you have to be like 100% confident in everything you're doing, otherwise nothing is ever gonna work. And I'm not being very confident with this one.
I'm so confident.
Come on,
And
confidence.
play the game yourself, maybe.
I could.
Yeah, you should play this game. You will either love this game to death, or this is like the worst game you've ever played. No one has ever had an in-between opinion of this game.
I think I would fuck with this game.
This is a pretty Zora game.
Oh, dude, I love when he slide jumps. Where am I? There I am. Okay, so now I'm going to hit the checkpoint and die. Because if I don't die here, then I crash 2 levels into the future.
You can time travel in this game? What?
No, I mean like, in 2 levels, if I didn't die there, then in 2 levels time the game will just crash randomly.
Ah.
Because that's awesome. Cool. I'm actually kind of low on lives, I don't want to be this low. I have 11, but you know, that's still low.
I think you should not die.
That is true.
Okay, one more skip here. Okay, that worked, cool.
Goodbye, Cortex.
Alright, now if I make this jump we're in the clear, which I mean, I've never died there, trust me, don't worry about it. Okay, cool. Woohoo! Thank
Yay.
God, we're out of Boiler Room Doom, now the run can be fun again.
Yes.
And by fun I mean we're going to do this like 3-minute boring boss fight.
No.
This is Dingo, this fight is actually kind of hard casually, but there's going to be a amazing strat showing up, but that's going to show up here.
I have no idea what you just said.
Also, this music is just demonic. Like, it's actually demonic music. Auto-saving data. Thank God.
So this is a auto-scroller, no?
Pretty much, yeah. You just have to wait for the buttons to show up from the ground.
I love buttons.
A Techno Shard. I know that guy.
Raven. Like buttons. Guys, what is the best crash character?
Oh, I forgot. I actually forgot what he did there. Whoops. Me when I haven't practiced. LOL. What did you say? I don't know what you said, Zora.
What is the best crash character in your opinion?
None of them really.
Okay.
Wow.
Valid.
I pick Tiny in CTR, so I guess.
I fuck with Ripperoo.
Okay, he's a good choice. He's funny.
That
He's
is
funny.
true.
He's funny.
Okay, huge. I remembered what to do this time. Wow, boss fight.
About Coco, but specifically from Mind Over Mutants. Surely.
This tells nothing to me.
You have not played Peak.
I have not played.
Crash Mind Over Mutant, also known as Crash Mom.
Ooh,
Wow, look at this.
that's the best Crash
Who
game.
is Crash's mom?
Mind Over
No
Mutant.
one.
Wow.
Wow.
I like this boss.
Big firewall.
Flamethrower.
I'm running away from the big firewall.
Flame wall.
Alright, one
Bro
more.
just took a shower, that's crazy.
That's true. That is the strat. That is how you kill this boss.
You make him shower. That's crazy.
True gamer. This game is peak. Yeah, I've never played any of the other Crash games, so I don't know the lore. All I know is that in this game, Cortex says, "I created you." I don't know. I forget the line, but he says something like that. That's all I. The only Crash game I played is this one, so
That's crazy.
I know all the lore. Okay, finally he's dead. Thank God.
Oh god.
The run can be fun again. Yay!
Yes.
Actually, I have to be careful not to die here. Okay, thank God I didn't die here.
Huge.
More rodents.
Oh, I made the cycle. I'm so goated. Dramatic black screen. One day it will load again. There we go. Alright, now we get into Classroom Chaos, which has probably one of the best soundtracks in the game. This one goes hard. I like this one. Just a
Mansion again.
ballpark estimate, like, I don't know, 30 minutes. I'm basically pretty much on my estimate, which is insane, because I put a very generous estimate in. I died. Isn't that cool?
That was pretty cool.
I love when he dies. Anyways, these guys are supposed to be like the Watchmen in Totem Hokum, where, you know, you have to go when his lights are down, but his lights are like slow enough that you can just slide through them.
Wow.
That's crazy. This music goes hard though.
That's true.
Dog.
True. The dogs are very loud if you just stand near them and they bark at you. Do 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 do.
Who is this guy and why does he keep showing him?
Oh, okay, I made it. Cool. I dropped my like slide jump and I thought I wasn't gonna make it. This is arguably one of the coolest rooms in the game. This library here that just has its goop.
Cool.
And there are cool strats here, but I'm bad.
Let's go.
This green stuff looks like my soda right now.
Oh, I died.
Smooth feeling, sure.
It's true, it's true.
Bro is Mountain Dew.
No, it's Smurf fucking soda.
Yeah, it's Smurf soda.
For some reason it's green instead of blue.
Isn't the sugar-free one blue?
That is blue, but the sugar-free one is garbanzo.
I don't know what they're talking about, guys. Sorry.
Smurf soda.
Smurf
Boing.
soda.
Oh. Don't worry about it. I'm doing this. This room is very cool, guys. Trust me.
It is pretty cool.
If I do this right, it gets cooler. Never mind, I hit the box.
But you hit the box. That was pretty cool.
Not really. Death perception, I guess. Am I actually gonna game over this run? That would be really funny if I did. Like, that would be kind of hilarious, because I collected so many lives this run.
How far back do you get put if you game over?
Wherever yellow checkpoints are.
Oh,
And there's very few of them, so they're typically at the beginning of the level.
beginning.
True. Oh. Come on.
Jump. Oh,
Huge. Okay.
huge. Double slam.
Alright, now we get cool skip here. Hold on. That's not cool skip. Where's my camera? I got cool skip
There.
while the camera is freaked out. Hold on. Camera, hello? Come on, come on. There we go.
There we
Okay.
go.
Cool skip here. There we go. So now that we jumped over like the trigger that switches us to Cortex, because Cortex is really slow. So instead of doing that, we're just gonna go through his section while out of bounds crash. And this is actually kind of scary because there's a lot of places where you can get stuck, and if you get stuck in the wrong way, you completely soft lock. So that's cool. It's now important that I do that slowly, just so this room loads in properly, and then wow, I'm out of bounds, guys.
That was so cool.
Okay, that's
Oh.
fine. That's fine. Normally, if that happens, then you soft lock the game, so I got really lucky there that that didn't happen.
So good.
Luckily, we can just go back out of bounds just here, so that's cool.
Thank God.
And then we get, like, this goofy music, I guess. Ground pound up here. Oh yeah, this game is really funny. There are wrong warps in this game. If I just thrust forward here, I get sent two rooms forward for no reason. Like, there's literally no reason for that to exist, but it does, so that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
And if you guys enjoyed the bangers so far in this game, the next level coming up has one of if not the best piece of soundtrack in this game. I like it a lot.
Best pieces of soundtrack in video game history.
Yep. What is my camera doing? Hello. There I am. Alright. Will I soft lock? That's the question everyone wants to know. Nope. I'm smart. Alright, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, there's this cutscene here. We're supposed to end with Cortex, but the fact that we didn't just... Yeah, this cutscene is just... Yeah.
Yeah, this cutscene is.
Yeah. There's Nina.
What is happening?
Cutscene?
Yeah, cutscene. Alright, now this is the best soundtrack in the game.
Oh yeah, this song.
Oh, yeah, I hit that checkpoint, even though I was like way further from it than I should have been. This game's music is peak. And it's just as well because this level is not that interesting. There are some cool movement tech things here and there, but it's a pretty lengthy level.
Hurry, Nina, or you'll miss the bus.
But yeah, this has
Oh my
the
God, no, why?
best soundtrack in the game. One of the best. I don't know if it is the best.
Might be.
Oh yeah, reminder that this is all a cappella. Just friendly reminder. This entire soundtrack is a cappella.
So why are we playing as this guy?
I don't know. That's a good
Because
question.
story reasons, I think.
Oh yeah, I think we need to get her to fix the like dimension traveling thing, the psychotron. I don't know. The cutscene where Cortex got kicked in the nuts, he explained what we're doing, but I didn't pay attention, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is Nina Cortex.
Pretty sure that's not a guy, that's true.
My fault.
It is your fault. How dare you?
Yeah, it's not my fault, it's your fault.
It's Slysonic's fault.
No, it's your fault.
But, hello? Okay. I have 6 lives. Scary.
Scary. Oh no.
Yowie!
Okay, do I get the cool swag strat here? Yes, I do. Cool. I saved like half a second doing that. Isn't that cool?
Huge half a
pretty cool.
second.
Okay, well, one of the movement techs as Nina is when you're doing like the grappling hook thing, you can spam the X button and get an extra jump out of it with the same speed. That's pretty fast, you know. It looks really cool when you get some of the really neat skips in this level, but you know what? Depending on how I'm feeling, I might go for one of the funky skips at the in this level. Just trying to get the mask there. Cool. Nogthin is okay.
Team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm actually going to hit that checkpoint there, which I don't usually get, but I'm going to attempt a cool swag strat that... Never mind, I died. Where am I? There I am.
You're in the video game.
That's true, I'm in Rooftop Rampage right now.
Rooftop run.
True.
But I think 5 lives. You know what? I'll give the strat one go. So with the double jump movement tech thing, you can make this insane corner cut, but it's like frame perfect. So you know that's cool. Oh, I almost got it. I almost got it.
That was pretty cool though.
Yeah, one thing that hasn't been mentioned because it's not relevant, if you jump from like too high of a distance, then you just instantly die. So to get that skip, you have to hit it on the frame. On the last possible frame, the double jump is possible. Because if you do it too early, you will die from being too high. And if you do it too late, then you will just miss the double jump entirely. So that's cool. I got pretty close though, I'm happy with that. But we will continue like normal because I'm very low on lives. Epic.
No.
I wish fall damage wasn't real.
In this game that would be hella nice if full damage didn't exist, but here we are.
But in real life,
In real life it would be really nice.
imagine doing triple backflips and not take any damage.
Sounds scary. I will not die this time.
Slysonic, do not game over.
I didn't die this time. Isn't that cool?
Oh, I'm so proud.
I think that's cool.
I don't know if breaking your neck can be considered fall damage.
I mean, if you fall and it hurts, then it's full damage, right?
That is true.
I mean, you took damage, so
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the... There we go.
Good door.
Cool door.
Doors are cool in this game. And now we get the boss, the very funny boss. He's gonna chase us
Magic
down.
school bus.
He's on a killing spree.
had to choose one weapon, and he chose a boss.
It's true.
And it's a pretty good weapon though. It's like pretty big
Yeah.
True.
and heavy.
Yeah. Also, the boss like smashes a bunch of boxes and Wumpa fruit spawns, and if too many of them spawn, then it crashes the game. So
Oh, that's awesome.
the boss will crash the game. So much so that I'm actually going to take a death abuse here to make sure all of that resets. Because the crash isn't immediate, it happens like a couple levels in, or like a couple seconds into the next level. This game's awesome. And now we get to play as Cortex now. Yay!
Yay!
Cortex, the selling point of Cortex of this game is that he completely slows you down.
Wow.
Do you see this platform here? I'm not going to take it right away, I'm going to wait for it. And this is faster.
What?
Yeah, that's faster.
That's awesome.
Ow.
It's faster by a not insignificant amount because it spawns the next level a little bit in quicker.
Oh.
Anyways, this is Madame Amberly.
I'm an evil scientist.
This boss fight is actually one of the hardest fights of the entire game, but there's a really cool strat here. Wow, cool strat.
Wow.
And yeah, this music is goated, but you won't be able to hear it properly over all the sound effects. And then we do this strat again. That is exactly what has been said. I can't even explain what this boss fight is normally. You like she like shoots bells at you and you shoot them back, and then you win, I guess. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I also need a Twinsanity remaster. That'd be cool.
Yeah, this game needs a remaster. People are saying, oh, they should remake this game and finish it. No, it just needs a remaster. Just get the original version up and just change not much with it.
Really?
It would be absolutely goated. Huge. She's dead.
A bit dramatic, don't you think?
Yeah, we killed our old school teacher.
Come along.
And now he does the
It's Crash.
Yeah.
Alright, so I
That'd be cool.
waited earlier just so, well, the door didn't even fucking load in, but this door opens way quicker if you wait like before the boss fight. Very funny game. And we do this movement here because the cutscene trigger is ginormous. Wow, look at that wall.
Wow.
I like this wall.
Zora likes that wall, apparently.
Yeah.
It's a good wall.
And yeah. So now from Hub 3 we go back to Hub 2 so that we can access Hub 4 because that makes sense. And Hub 4 is arguably the best hub in the game and it's one of the hardest hubs in the game. Gotta pause the game. Okay, that's probably enough. Yay, that was cool. Alright, so now we are going to travel to the 10th dimension, and there's this epic joke here.
Come now as we explore a new dimension. It should have been 2 new dimensions, but we ran out of time.
That was an epic fourth wall joke. Alright, now I'm gonna jump out of this cutscene and never trigger it, and now I'm going to like carefully manipulate around the cutscene. And now we're in Hub 4. This is basically a copy paste of Hub 2, but it's purple now and there's demonic music.
Purple.
Purple.
Purple. This music goes so fucking hard, by the way. They were like, you know what, we're going to a twisted dimension, can you like go completely evil and twisted with this music? And then they made this. Wow.
Purple is better, it's true.
True. Also, we get to see the best cutscene in the game, but again. So, you know,
I love seeing things again.
stand by. That's Evil Crash, by the way, don't worry about it.
Evil.
My daughter, niece. We must do
Cinema.
something. Think, Cortex, think.
Yes.
Thank God. I think everyone would do the same.
Fuck out no way.
Cinema. And then we get back into Slipside Ice Capades when it's purple now and it has an incredible soundtrack. Nice, I got that
Sonic
gem.
Sonic
I got that gem like that. That was silly.
It's Sonic Riders.
Sonic Riders. That's crazy.
And yeah, this soundtrack is the best one in the game, probably. It's really hard to say which one's the best one, but this one is incredible. So much like Slipslide, the strat here is just hold circle pretty much. Never mind, the strat is die, I guess.
That was a cool hole.
Wow.
It was so cool we did it twice.
Exactly. Gotta entice the viewers, you know.
This hole is just this hole is just one of the holes of all time.
It's true.
I am... Yeah, that's supposed to happen. I don't know why that didn't happen the other 2 times, but don't worry about it.
3, actually.
Balls. Yeah, that's true. He says that a lot. But yeah, this is Evil Crash. He just sort of appears in the cutscene we jumped over.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, he's pretty much a Shadow. He's Shadow, but he's like the Crash version, so he's just feral, I guess. Okay, cool. I legitimately still don't know how to cross that nitro section without just dying and letting Evil Crash do it. Alright, and now we get into this part, we get to the epic climb. If we didn't die here, we would have heard the part of the music where they go, but, you know. Now we do the epic climb up. Wow, I sure am climbing.
Wow. That was so cool.
Now we get into Twinsanity Island. We get to Evil Crash's house, because, you know, he has a house. Look at his goofy R house.
There they are. Let her go. Take me instead. Ah!
And off they go. So, like Totem Hokum, where, you know, Cortex was going to be chased by the bees, Cortex gets chased by Evil Crash in this next section here, but that's slow, so we're gonna not do that, you know?
Yes, I do know.
Time save,
I've
you
seen
know?
this game before. This is a lie.
Okay, there we go. We jumped over the trigger that spawns Evil Crash. And now we just have to not die. Simple, right?
Surely.
And yeah, there are no sound effects during some of these cutscenes because that's about as finished as this game will get. How did I make that? Okay.
This song is great.
Yeah, this is like a demonic version of Fight of the Bumblebee. So yeah, look at all this shit you have to like do to get shit out of Cortex's way, but we can just not do that. We jump around here, and we have to jump around another trigger because if we hit that trigger then it like restarts the chase sequence, which is kind of slow, so you know, don't do that.
What if I do it though?
Then you're losing a bunch of time and you actually have to pay attention to this one because you have to do all this shit casually.
Oh.
This goes hard. Okay, you know what?
It does go hard.
Considering I didn't practice Bandicoot Pursuit at all, that actually went incredibly well, so good job, me.
Good job.
Excellent job.
Amazing job.
Magnificent.
Alright, so upcoming is the last level of the game. It's also the longest level in the game, and arguably probably the best level in the game.
Moritz's stronghold of evil.
So yeah, sit tight, I guess.
I'm sitting.
Okay, stand up then.
Okay, fuck you.
Damn, alright.
I will,
That's
I will
mean.
stand up.
That's mean.
Alright, so yeah, this is Ant Agony. Until recently there hasn't really been many like major skips or strats and stuff, but this is still the hardest level in the game, I think. Or one of the hardest.
Can I sit down now?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Thank you.
Also, this soundtrack goes hard. Nice jump. Good job on jumping, Crash. I have 4 lives, oh god.
It'll be
Surely,
okay,
surely we survive Ant Agony on 4 lives.
Wait, these are the ants.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that did hit the checkpoint, okay. That's pretty much just the 2 states of the game, though, honestly.
Yeah.
This game is unfinished, and this game has an incredible soundtrack. Huge.
Where? Huge life.
Those make a funny sound.
Yeah,
They do.
the platforms in like a few rooms ahead make even funnier sounds, so don't worry.
I
Oh,
love
never
funny
mind, I
noise.
actually mean the next section. These motherfuckers.
That is a funny ass sound.
That's a good noise. Intel computer sticker.
That is true.
That's true.
Why is this motherfucker just running nowhere? Bro had no purpose. I hate the ball physics in this game. They're terrible. Go over there, thank you.
Even balls.
I like balls.
They're pretty cool. Oh my god, Rayman 2 reference, no way.
I love Rayman.
I wish Rayman was real.
True. I wish Rayman had a new game. But unfortunately, Ubisoft.
Alright, here we go. Epic skip time. We get to stay on these walls for like the entire. Never mind.
No skip.
Goodbye, Skip.
Epic skip time. We get to ride on these walls for like the majority of the level. There we go. Woohoo.
Skip.
Wahoo.
Bro does not know the miscellaneous categories exist. Point and laugh at this user.
Literally just hit the funny arrow.
Hilarious
and you see the
arrow.
category.
I like these tiles.
They're pretty cool tiles.
I love when they go red, then green, then blue, then yellow.
Mega funny sound.
Okay, I'm gonna go for stupid strats here. Huge.
Huge stupid shot.
I'm gonna go for more stupid strats here. Huge. Oh my god, how did I fall down there?
How many lives do you have left?
C1.
7.
That's enough, I think. Hopefully, if I don't die too much. Get up there, thank you.
Would it be really funny if I... Yeah, do this. It's gonna be very funny.
Will it though?
Maybe. What is this guy doing? Okay.
I'm going Twinsane.
Me too.
Me too, twin.
Me too, kid. Wow, huge 1-7 time.
Huge.
Wow, that was a really short result screen. That was awesome. Verify. Wow.
Congratulations, you are funny.
I am very funny.
I'm trying to like fight for my life remembering these color cycles and Ray's just out here verifying.
Mario Galaxy.
Brother, come on.
This is if Mario Galaxy was good.
Okay, come on.
What the boogie?
I don't know what to do here. I normally do the big funny skip here, but I'm improvising. Huge. I played the game casually. Alright, so now we get to have the greatest skip in the game. This is the ball glitch. If the game lags on the frame that the ball enters the hole, then the ball will respawn and it saves like 7 seconds. But since it's lag based, it's completely random, so funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Shoutouts to any %. I missed the ball. Huge.
We have to carry the ball again.
Yeah, I just gotta punch it. Oops. Hit bonkered.
See.
Okay, come on. Funny ball.
Ball, please.
Way, it went in the right place.
Wow.
Huge.
The other ball.
And now we have to get the other one, because and if we hit ball glitch, we wouldn't have had to get this one. But
Crazy.
yeah, funny.
Funny.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, now we have cool skip here. Never mind, don't lie. Oh yeah, by the way, that's true. If you don't kill like the ant at the very beginning of the level, the game will crash.
that's awesome.
Wholesome. Come on, get up there,
This
you
game is
little.
awesome.
Get up there, you little scandalous bitch. Come on.
What?
There we go. Alright, this is a epic. This is a very funny cutscene, but we skip it, so unfortunate. Never mind, we're watching
I
it.
almost forgot.
Yes.
Our treasure.
Yes, we are rich.
That treasure is stolen property.
It's a little late to develop a conscience.
Peak cutscene
Doctor.
right here.
Personally, I don't care, but I think he might want his gems back.
What is this guy doing here?
Oops. Yeah, I don't know.
What doing there?
Oh, that's the wrong way. Yeah, don't worry about it. He's just kind of chilling there.
He's just there.
My man's just chilling. I'm coming up to the final boss soon, so that's cool. The
That's
boss
pretty
takes
cool.
like a minute and a half or 2 minutes or something. I don't know.
I think the gold is there because of the GBA games or something, I don't know.
Speedrun strat, pausing the game, huge.
Huge.
Alright, so now we are into... I tried reaching for my splits and I knocked over every drink. That's cool.
No.
This is
Goodbye, drink.
El Final Boss. Here we go. I don't know. He's big robot. You fight big robot, and he has incredible soundtrack, and the game is unfinished. Mark your bingo cards.
All we've learned today.
Yeah.
Fuck your bingo. Tonk. Tonk.
Oh, there was still one more. I forgot.
How could you forget?
True. Unsmart.
Tonk. Tonk. Sorry, my dishwasher is going off.
Happy dishwasher.
Thank you.
Alright, so now we have the Cortex section, which I'm going to not kick back in my chair for, because I'm going to do some epic strats here. You have to shoot down like 2 of these guns, and you have to shoot... You want to shoot the cannon down first, because if you don't... or rather, if you do, then you can hit the blind spot of the machine gun here. So... yeah, take out the cannon first, and then you can just spam.
I love spam.
Ow, boss fight. Alright, I'm gonna teach you the easiest strat in this game. Zora, you'll like this one. This motherfucker's back. But here, I'm gonna spam square, tap up, and hold down left on the analog stick.
Wow.
And time.
GG.
That is peak.
I
GG,
beat
man.
it. I beated the game. Yippee!
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. This cutscene's boring. We're gonna watch the good cutscene while I say shit. That was a run, for sure.
For all these years I've been wrong
I ran the
about
game.
You did.
you. Your creation was
That was a bit all over the place, but honestly, considering this is Twins, I'm actually very pleased with that run. We had like a crash, you know. That's like that's like a massive goal, having one crash in a run.
Bury them. I never
But yeah, thank you for watching. There's this scene where Cortex gets shrunken down and put in Crash's brain, because you know.
Just, you know.
And then this part.
Where am I? What is this?
One crash. I hope.
No, there's more than one crash here.
There's so many crashes here.
And yeah,
Now this is why I speak.
this is why this game is the best. It's the greatest.
It's the best game.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Joester98. This is how I first learned this game existed at ESA Summer 22. Joester did a run of 100% and it looked incredibly goofy and silly and I loved it. And he helped me learn the vast majority of this game. I run a lot of games and this one is like probably the hardest game I've ever learned. But it's been hella fucking fun. So yeah, shoutouts to Joe for helping me out. Big shoutouts. And yeah, thank you for Zora and Ray for hopping on comms.
Yeah, no worry. It was fun.
It was fun.
It was peak time.
It was true. I hope you guys love this game like I do, and you don't find this game bad at all.
I don't find it bad.
It's
Yeah,
a pretty cool game.
that's it from me, I guess. Frontiers, yay.